This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate.
Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors.
I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis with eXp Realty.
Let's go and sell some homes.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the show, Northern California. This is Robert Lewis, the professor of real estate, your host of the Radio Realtors, Northern California's #1 real estate radio show. We're proudly powered by eXp Realty, and folks, this is going to be an amazing show today. We're calling this segment the Mortgage Rate Mystery Solved. Because let's face it, mortgage rates are like the weather. Everybody talks about them. Few people really understand them, and they seem to change just when you think you've gotten them figured out. And I really need your help today. I want you to text me in your questions, and I will try to answer them in the last part of this segment with a frequently asked questions wrap-up or an FAQ wrap-up. So text your questions into me at 833-32-RADIO, and things might come up for you as we go. So that number again is 833-32-RADIO, and if you would please also give me your first name and the city that you live in, and if I use your question on the air, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you out a Radio Realtors coffee cup, and I will tell you, these cups are gorgeous. They are collector items, right? So if you've been scrolling Zillow at midnight, wondering why interest rates seem like they're playing hopscotch, well, today is your lucky day. I'm going to break down exactly what drives mortgage rates, what's in your control, what's completely out of your control, and how you can position yourself to get the very best deal possible. And just a quick promise here before we dive in, this is no boring econ class jargon. We're going to give you great, plain English, real world. This is the Robert Lewis version right here. So part one is the big picture. So first off, let's talk about the factors that affect mortgage rates that you and I, unfortunately, have zero control over. And here's the kicker, folks. These are usually the biggest drivers of where rates go. So number one is the economy. You know, rates tend to climb when the economy is strong and consumer confidence is high. Why? Because more people are buying homes, cars, and big ticket items, which can drive up inflation. When that happens, lenders have to raise their rates to keep things in check. On the flip side, when the economy slows down, maybe unemployment is up or spending is down, mortgage rates can drop to encourage borrowing. And it's basically the housing market's version of a sale at your favorite store, right? Now, number two is the federal funds rate. And this is the interest rate that banks charge each other for overnight loans. And it's set by the Federal Reserve. Now, mortgage rates don't follow it directly like a shadow, right? But they do tend to move in the same direction. So if the Fed raises rates to cool off the economy, mortgage rates often head upward as well. And if the Fed lowers rates to jumpstart growth, well, mortgage rates can ease down. The takeaway here, a strong economy usually means higher rates. A weak economy often means lower rates. And no matter how many extra lattes you skip, you just can't change that. And I know right now we are in a quandary. It seems like we're waiting for Jerome Powell to drop rates. He's getting pressure from President Trump. And I think that rates are going to go down. But right now, these are factors that are out of your control. Now we're going to shift gears here to the fun part, the factors that are actually in your hands. This is where I come in as your real estate coach, helping you put yourself in the best possible position. So number one, first up is your credit score. Think of this like your financial GPA. It's a 3-digit number that tells lenders how risky you are as a borrower. Higher score, lower interest rate. And credit scores range from 300 to 850. And here's the breakdown, folks. 300 to 579 is poor credit. 580 to 669 is fair. 670 to 739 is good. 740 to 799 is very good. 800 to 850 is excelente. And if you're in the good range, getting to very good can shave a little off your rate, but the big jumps come when you move from fair to good or good to very good. And hey, improving your score isn't rocket science. Pay your bills on time, keep your credit card balances low, and don't open 3 new accounts the same week you're applying for a mortgage. Pretty simple. Number 2 is your debt to income ratio. This is the amount of debt you're paying each month compared to how much you earn, and the lower your ratio, the better. Lenders love seeing that most of your income is free for new payments, not eaten up by existing debt. If you can knock out a car loan or pay down some credit cards before applying, well, you'll be in a stronger position. Now, number 3 is your down payment. Yes, there are loans out there with little to no money down. If you're a veteran or an active duty military person, VA is a great way to go. There's also USDA and FHA and certain conventional loans where you can have small down payments. But the more you can put down, the lower your rate typically is. And you might be saying, Rob, well, why is that? Well, because you're lowering the lender's risk. And even going from a 3% down payment to 10% or even 20% can make a difference in the rate you get. Plus, it can lower or even eliminate mortgage insurance. 4th is the type of mortgage, right? Different loan types come with different rates. Conforming loans are your standard everyday mortgage, and government-backed loans like VA, FHA, and USDA can offer lower rates if you qualify. And if you're buying a primary home, you're going to generally get a better rate than if you're financing an investment property or a second property. And jumbo loans, those big ones above the conforming limit, sometimes those carry higher rates as well. Now, 5th is the term of your loan. A 15-year mortgage often comes with a lower interest rate than a 30-year mortgage, right? The trade-off is your monthly payment is going to be higher, but you'll pay a lot less interest over the life of the loan. Now, part 3 is the best rate game plan. Now, here's where a lot of people get stuck. They read about shopping around, comparing rates from 87 different lenders, and they get overwhelmed. I say, don't waste your time with all that. I've already done the homework for you here. I work with the best lenders in the business, and these folks are consistently offering my clients the most competitive interest rates and the best loan programs for their situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a move-up buyer, a veteran, or someone buying an investment property, I can connect you directly to lenders who will treat you like gold and get you the deal you deserve. And the bottom line is, you do not want to go it alone, folks. I'm not just here to help you find the right home. I'm here to make sure you're getting the right financing to go with it. So give me a call, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. I will put you in touch with one of my great lenders, and we will sit down and go over all the details, find out what's best for you. And I'm telling you right now, why not see if you can get pre-approved right now rather than waiting for rates to go down? Because I've been saying this for months, folks. When those rates do drop, you're going to have a lot less options for closing costs being paid by the seller, or an interest rate buy down, or even concessions at all. If we get down and the rates go down magically overnight, Well, a lot of people are coming off the sideline. I mean, I have like 80 people in my pipeline right now that are just waiting for that to happen. And you know, if dozens and dozens of people come into the market, there's going to be bidding wars and prices are going to go up. And yeah, you might have saved on your interest rate, but you're going to be paying more for the house. So it's a give and a take here. So 833-32 is my number, 833-32-RADIO. Don't go anywhere because I'm going to be back with more right here on the Radio Realtors next.
Hey folks, it's Robert Lewis here with the Radio Realtors, and when it comes to home loans, there's one guy who knocks it out of the park every time, and that's Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Jeff's not just your average mortgage guy. He's a certified mortgage planner with over $1 billion in funded loans since 1990. Whether you're a first-time buyer stepping up to the plate, refinancing for a better rate, or investing in your next property, Jeff's got the game plan. He's Sacramento born and raised, and like any good coach, he puts your goals first with honesty, integrity, and the hustle to get your loan closed. So if you want a mortgage pro who plays hardball for you, call Jeff Compton at Guild Mortgage today at 916-765-2900 or visit him online at jeffcompton.com. This guy's got a passion for helping clients and a batting average you can trust. Tell him Robert Lewis sent you, because in this market, you need a heavy hitter on your team. That's 916-765-2900 or jeffcompton.com, NMLS ID number 298997.
Hi, Larry Elder here, and you've heard me say that success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. And with the recent NAR settlement, selling a home is more complicated than ever before. And that's why if you need to sell, you have to be prepared and hire a hard-working realtor. You also need a tough negotiator to help you net the most money possible. My recommendation? Call my friend Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. Check this out. Angie had to sell her home in Rancho Cordova and moved to Colorado for work. She needed her home sold quickly to buy her next home. And because Rob spends thousands of dollars on marketing each month, he has a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob sold Angie's home in just 19 days for the full list price. Rob referred her to an agent in Colorado through his nationwide network of realtors and helped her negotiate a great deal on a home there too. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 014-06275.
Hey, it's Robert Lewis. Summer's here, and if you're anything like me, you've got a full schedule. Vacations, parties, and those outdoor barbecues. But have you thought about your carpets and floors? You know, the ones collecting dirt, dust, and oils with every step? Yikes. Well, Zero Res has the perfect solution. Their patented ZR water technology cleans deep without leaving any sticky soap behind. So your carpets stay cleaner longer, no more dirt coming back just days after cleaning. This month, Zero Res is offering amazing summer savings. Get $20 off when you clean 3 rooms of carpet or $35 off 3 rooms of LVP or hardwood. That's right, get your floor spotless and save some cash while you're at it. Schedule now to take advantage of the KTKZ special. Call 916-245-2992. That's 916-245-2992 or visit ZeroResSacramento.com. Spell it forward or backwards, it spells the same, Zero Res.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. If you'd like to talk to Robert directly, call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And now, here's Robert.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you from the Jeff Compton Guild Mortgage Studios. And if you'd like to get a hold of me, you can call me at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can text that same number, and we're asking you to text in your questions about mortgage interest rates. And I'm going to do a quick recap of what we've gone over so far. So we were talking about the big picture, what you can't control. Number one thing is you cannot control the economy. Rates tend to climb when the economy is strong and consumer confidence is high, and that's because more people are buying homes and cars and big ticket items. And on the other side of that is when the economy slows down, maybe unemployment is up or spending is down, then mortgage rates drop to encourage borrowing. And right now we're kind of in a middle territory, and we're seeing that with Trump and Jerome Powell and all the things that are going on with that right now, and it seems to be in flux. Well, number two is that federal funds rate, and this is the interest rate that banks charge each other for overnight loans, and it's set by the Federal Reserve. And now mortgage rates don't follow it directly like a shadow, but they do tend to kind of move in the same direction. So if the Fed raises rates to cool off the economy, mortgage rates often head upward too. And if the Fed lowers rates to jumpstart growth, mortgage rates go down. Now, part two is the personal factors that you can control. And the first thing is your credit score. You know, you can think of your credit score like your financial GPA. It's a 3-digit number that tells lenders how risky you are as a borrower. And hey folks, improving your credit score isn't rocket science. You pay your bills on time, keep your credit card balances low, and don't open new accounts the same week that you're applying for a mortgage. Second thing is your debt to income ratio, and this is the amount of debt that you're paying off each month compared to how much you earn. Lenders love to see that most of your income is free for new payments. Third thing is your down payment, and typically the more you put down, the lower your rate. Fourth is the type of mortgage, and there's all kinds of different mortgages out there, different types of loans with different types of rates. Conforming loans are your standard everyday mortgage, and then there's government-backed loans like VA, FHA, and USDA. And then if you're buying a primary home rather than a secondary or investment property, usually you have a better rate. Jumbo loans, those are the big ones above the conforming limit, and sometimes those carry higher rates. The fifth thing is the term of the loan. There's 10-year loans, 15-year, most common is the 30-year mortgage. And then part three is your game plan. And what I tell people is that we've already done the homework here. So I have the best lenders in the business, and they are going to provide you with the best interest rates and the best loan programs for your situation. And so let's talk about why this matters now. And here's the thing. Mortgage rates are still higher than they were a couple of years ago, but they're not going to stay put forever. And when they drop even a little bit, the competition in the housing market is going to heat up like an August barbecue, right? If you wait until rates drop to start getting ready, you are already behind. And the smart move here is to position yourself now, improve that credit score, lower that debt to income ratio, and talk to me so I can connect you with one of my top lenders. That way, when rates dip, you're locked, loaded, and ready to make a strong offer on your dream home. So let's do a quick FAQ rundown. And before we wrap it up, let's hit a few rapid fire FAQs that it looks like from producer Matt that I got from you, my listeners, about mortgage rates. So the first one here on the computer screen, it says it's Aaron from Sacramento, and he's asking, are mortgage rates based on the 10-year Treasury? This is a great question, Aaron, and here's the answer. Not directly, but they are closely related, and here's how it works. A 30-year fixed mortgage rate, it tends to move in the same general direction as a 10-year U.S. Treasury yield because both compete for similar types of investors who want long-term, relatively safe returns. Historically, the 30-year mortgage rate is about 1.5 to 2 percentage points higher than the 10-year Treasury yield. Now, the 10-year Treasury yield acts as a benchmark, and when it rises, lenders' borrowing costs increase and mortgage rates usually follow. But it's not a perfect one-to-one relationship here. Mortgage rates are also affected by investor demand for mortgage-backed securities, credit risk and the spread lenders want above treasuries, inflation expectations, economic growth outlook, Federal Reserve policy, even though the Fed doesn't set mortgage rates directly. So you could think of the 10-year treasury as like the anchor and mortgage rates as the boat. They move together most of the time, but waves like inflation data, Fed comments, and market sentiment can push mortgage rates up or down faster than the anchor moves. Woo! Okay, that was a lot, I know. Now, the second one, it looks like it's Ray Lynn in Lincoln, and she is asking, does a bigger down payment help with my interest rate? Well, absolutely it helps. A bigger down payment often gets you a lower mortgage rate because it reduces your loan to value, or what the lenders call LTV, which lowers the lender's risk. And many lenders offer better pricing tiers at certain LTV thresholds, such as 80%, 75%, 60%. It can also help you avoid something called private mortgage insurance, or PMI, which doesn't change your interest rate but does reduce your monthly payment. And while the rate difference itself is usually modest, often around 0.125% to 0.25%, the combination of a lower rate, a smaller loan amount, and no PMI can make a noticeable difference in your total monthly payment. And it lowers your loan to value ratio, which lowers risk for the lender, which often means a better mortgage interest rate for you. Okay, I think we've got time for one last one. Now this one is Steven in Rockland, and he is asking, what's the number one thing I can do today to improve my chances of getting a mortgage? Steven, I love this question, and the honest answer is call me. No joke. Getting a mortgage isn't just about filling out forms. It's about having a game plan. And I can walk you through what really moves the needle with one of our preferred mortgage lenders, whether that's boosting your credit score, choosing the smartest down payment strategy, or maybe introducing you to one of those top lenders with the best rates and programs. I've got them on speed dial. And we'll take a look at your full financial picture with a great lender and address any red flags before they become issues, and get you positioned so that when you find the right home, your offer is rock solid. And in this market, speed and preparation win, and that starts with one phone call, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And thanks for texting in your questions. It was Aaron, Raylyn, and Steven. I appreciate you guys, and we will reach out to you to get you your Radio Realtors coffee mug out to you. So there you have it, folks. The mystery of mortgage rates solved. Some factors you can't change, like the economy or the Fed's decisions. But there's a lot that you can control, and with the right guidance, you can stack the deck in your favor. And remember, you don't have to figure this out alone. I've got the connections, the resources, and the experience to help you win in this market. So if you're ready to get started, whether you're buying your first home, upgrading, or even investing, call me or text me at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And let's make your dream home happen with the best rate possible. This is Robert Lewis with the Radio Realtors and eXp Realty, and I will be back right after this.
Faster than an approved loan application, stronger than rising interest rates, able to close mortgages in a single bound. Who is this financial superhero? It's Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Most people only think about home financing once or twice in their lives, but for Jeff, it's his passion, his profession, and his mission every single day. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a military family, or looking for a jumbo loan in a high-cost market, Jeff has the loan options to fit your life. With honesty, integrity, and unwavering dedication, Jeff fights for your best interests and won't stop until your loan is closed. Ready to make home ownership dreams a reality? Call Jeff Compton today at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage, the mortgage hero you want when you need him. NMLS ID number 298997.
Looking for home decor and gifts that do good while looking good?
Come discover Cedar and Twine, a charming boutique in Cameron Park. It's female-owned and filled with beautifully curated items made by women for everyone.
They're more than a store. They're a movement. Every purchase at Cedar and Twine supports charity, empowers female artisans, and now helps fund Big Brothers and Sisters of Northern Sierra, giving vulnerable kids in our community the mentorship they deserve.
From home goods like cozy candles and handmade charcuterie boards to vintage treasures, accessories, and women's fashion, you'll find something meaningful for your home and your heart.
Because when you shop with them, your purchase has purpose.
Visit them at 3389 Muraloma Drive in Cameron Park or shop online at cedarandtwineco.com.
That's Cedar, A-N-D, Twine, C-O.com. Cedar and Twine, where beautiful things make a beautiful impact.
Hey, it's Robert Lewis with eXp Realty and the host of the Radio Realtors Real Estate Show. If you've been thinking about buying a home in the greater Sacramento area, here are 3 great reasons why now is a smart time to make your move. Number 1, rents keep climbing. Instead of throwing money away each month, start building equity in a home of your own. Number 2, inventory is improving, which means more options and less competition for savvy buyers like you. And number 3, many sellers are open to creative terms like helping with closing costs or rate buydowns so you can get into a home with a payment that makes sense. The bottom line, this market has real opportunity for buyers, but timing is everything. Call me now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can check us out at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. I'm Robert Lewis with eXp Realty, DRE number 0140-6275. Let's get you home.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. If you'd like to talk to Robert directly, call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And now, here's Robert.
Hey there, Sacramento. You are locked into the Radio Realtors. I'm your host, Robert Lewis with eXp Realty, coming to you from the Jeff Compton Guild Mortgage Studios, right here in the heart of Northern California. And you know, whether you're chilling in Citrus Heights, scrolling in Southland Park, or daydreaming in downtown Roseville, I'm glad you've joined us here on the Radio Realtors. We've got another Power Pack segment that's going to do more than just entertain you. It's going to protect you. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever sat down after a long day, opened up Instagram just to unwind, and found yourself watching story after story, reel after reel? Well, yeah, me too. Social media is a blast. But this week, something hit my radar that made me stop in my tracks, and it might make you do the same. Instagram just rolled out a new feature called Friend Map that could accidentally expose your exact home address to people you follow, or worse, people who you barely know. That's right, it's one of those cool on the surface, creepy in practice updates that sound social but could actually compromise your home safety and your safety. So today we're diving in to what this Instagram map feature does, why it's raising safety concerns across the board, a step-by-step guide to turn it off, how to protect yourself and your home, better alternatives for family sharing, and how you can get free access to the most accurate home search tool in Northern California. So let's hit the gas and get into it. So what is Instagram Maps? Well, let's start off with the basics. Instagram Maps, or Friend Map as it's officially branded, is Instagram's answer to Apple's Find My Friends. And it allows users to see each other's last active location on a live map. Now, this could include places like your favorite coffee shop, favorite restaurant, the gym, the grocery store, your work, and yes, even your home address. According to Meta, Instagram's parent company, this feature is off by default and you have to opt in to activate it. But here's the twist. Some users are reporting that their location appears to be shared even when they didn't knowingly opt in. Now, those claims haven't been officially verified, but let me tell you something as a real estate professional and homeowner advocate. When it comes to your privacy and your home, I would rather be safe than sorry. So, why this matters to homeowners in Northern California? Well, let's bring this home literally. If you live in Elk Grove, Rancho Cordova, Granite Bay, or up in Auburn, or anywhere in Northern California for that matter, odds are you've posted from your home before. A selfie with your dog on the couch, a backyard barbecue story, a video of your toddler's or your grandchild's first steps in the hallway. And you probably thought, no big deal, only my friends see this, right? But with Instagram's new map feature, even if you didn't tag your location, your device level permissions might be working behind the scenes. And that means someone in your network could potentially see exactly where you are, like a digital thumbtack on a map, right? Now imagine you just posted a story from your living room. Boom, your followers now have a visual of your home and your exact coordinates. And that's not just creepy, people. That's a recipe for real world danger. And in Northern California, where porch pirates, identity thieves, and even stalkers are getting savvier, it's a risk that we can't ignore. So, who exactly can see your location with this feature? That's a great question. Well, according to Adam Mosseri, he's the head of Instagram, you control it. You can choose to share your location with just yourself, close friends, mutual followers, or hand-picked users. And it sounds great, right? But here's the problem. When was the last time you cleaned out your follower list, right? Well, be honest, most of us haven't looked through that in years. And even if someone seems harmless, if they see your location and know you're out of town or home alone, I think that's a risk. Now, I want to take a quick moment to highlight something personal that happened to me. Because if you're looking to share your location with family members, I think there's a much better, safer way to do it. I personally recommend using a family safety app like Life 360. And here's why. I was actually in a car accident once, and Life 360 automatically notified my family members of my location and the situation. And I was literally in my car assessing the situation, making sure I was all right, checking everything, out after the accident. And within seconds, I got a call from one of my sons checking in on me. And this app, it gave me peace of mind, it gave them peace of mind, and it helped him contact me quickly. And thankfully, no one was hurt in the accident. However, when it comes to location sharing, that kind of location sharing, that's awesome. That's purposeful. That's what tech should be used for. But letting random Instagram followers or someone you followed 5 years ago or someone that randomly followed you know exactly where you are or live today, that's just plain crazy and creepy. So let's draw the line here. So share with family trusted apps like Life 360. That's a great option. And don't share your home location on social media, even by accident. So let's talk about how to turn off Instagram Maps step by step. So this is good stuff, folks. Do you want to turn this thing off? Well, here's exactly how to shut down Instagram's location sharing feature. So number one, you open the Instagram app. Number two, you tap the messages icon in the top right, and that's like that paper airplane logo or bit in the right hand corner. Number three, you tap map at the top of your inbox. Number four, you tap the settings gear icon in the top right. Number five, under who can see your location, you select no one. And then number six, you tap done at the bottom to save. And you can also verify if your location is currently being shared. Blue arrow equals you are actively sharing. A red dot says you are not sharing. And an orange triangle equals you've completely disabled location permissions at your phone level. And if you want maximum privacy, here's a bonus tip. You can disable Instagram's location at your device level. So to keep Instagram from ever accessing your location, here's what you do. On iPhone, you go to settings, then you go to privacy and security, then you go to location services, then you go to Instagram, and then you set to never. Now on Android, you go to settings, you go to location, you go to app permissions, you go to Instagram, and then you go to select don't allow. So boom, right there, now Instagram can't track you at all, regardless of what updates they push in the future. So we've got to go to break, but I'm going to come back and I'll do a quick recap for those of you that are just tuning in, and then we'll go look at some local insights for you for this, and then some options that you can use if you want to keep updated on homes and new listings and what's going on in the areas that you're interested in. But don't go anywhere. Give me a call at 833-32-RADIO if you have any questions. I'll email you the details on this so that you can have this and you can do this, because I realize a lot of you guys are driving and doing things and you just can't write down this information, and I know it's a lot, but you can call me or text me at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, and don't go anywhere. I'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, it's Robert Lewis here with the Radio Realtors, and when it comes to home loans, there's one guy who knocks it out of the park every time, and that's Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Jeff's not just your average mortgage guy. He's a certified mortgage planner with over $1 billion in funded loans since 1990. Whether you're a first-time buyer stepping up to the plate, refinancing for a better rate, or investing in your next property, Jeff's got the game plan. He's Sacramento born and raised, and like any good coach, he puts your goals first with honesty, integrity, and the hustle to get your loan closed. So if you want a mortgage pro who plays hardball for you, call Jeff Compton at Guild Mortgage today at 916-765-2900 or visit him online at jeffcompton.com. This guy's got a passion for helping clients and a batting average you can trust. Tell him Robert Lewis sent you, because in this market, you need a heavy hitter on your team. That's 916-765-2900 or jeffcompton.com, NMLS ID number 298997.
Hi, Larry Elder here, and you've heard me say that success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. And with the recent NAR settlement, selling a home is more complicated than ever before. And that's why if you need to sell, you have to be prepared and hire a hard-working realtor. You also need a tough negotiator to help you net the most money possible. My recommendation? Call my friend Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. Check this out. Angie had to sell her home in Rancho Cordova and moved to Colorado for work. She needed her home sold quickly to buy her next home. And because Rob spends thousands of dollars on marketing each month, he has a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob sold Angie's home in just 19 days for the full list price. Rob referred her to an agent in Colorado through his nationwide network of realtors and helped her negotiate a great deal on a home there too. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 014-06275.
Hey, it's Robert Lewis, and if you're like me, summer means sun, fun, and sometimes a whole lot of dirt. You know that feeling when you get home from a vacation and you realize your house smells worse than camping? Ugh, we've all been there. But here's the solution: Zero Res. Their patented ZR water is the game changer your carpets need. It melts oil, grime, and dirt straight out, leaving no residue behind. That's right, no sticky soap that makes your carpets dirty again. This month, Zero Res is offering big summer savings. Get $20 off when you clean 3 rooms or more of carpet, or get $35 off when you clean 3 rooms of LVP or hardwood. And the best part, your floors will dry fast. No more waiting around. Call now to book with the KTKZ special and freshen up your home the Zero Res way. That's 916-245-2992, 916-245-2992, or visit ZeroResSacramento.com. Spell it forward or backwards, it spells the same, Zero Res.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. If you'd like to talk to Robert directly, call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And now, here's Robert.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, and we are broadcasting from the Jeff Compton Guild Mortgage Studios right here in Sacramento, and we are talking about the map trap, why Instagram's new feature could put you and your home at risk. And going to basically do a real quick recap here. Instagram just rolled out a new feature called Friend Map that could accidentally expose your exact home address to people that you follow or that follow you. And I'm going to quickly kind of just go over a few things, what this Instagram map feature does, why it's raising safety concerns across the board, a step-by-step guide to turn it off, and then how to protect yourself and your home, and then how you can get free access to the most accurate home search tool in Northern California. So what is Instagram Maps? Well, let's start with the basics. It is Instagram Maps, or Friend Map as it is officially branded, and it's Instagram's answer to Apple's Find My Friends. It allows users to see each other's last active location on a live map, and that could be your favorite cafe, the gym, the grocery store, your work, and yes, even your home address. And even though Instagram says this feature is off by default, some users are reporting that their location appears to be being shared even when they didn't knowingly opt in. So why does this matter to homeowners in Northern California? Well, odds are you've probably posted on Instagram from your home before. Maybe it was a selfie with your cat, or you're sitting on the couch enjoying, watching a movie, or a backyard swim party, or whatever, and you probably thought it's no big deal, only my friends or family are going to see this. But with Instagram's new map feature, even if you didn't tag your location, your device level permissions might be working behind the scenes, and that means somebody in your network could potentially see exactly where you are, and it's sort of like a digital thumbtack on a map. So who exactly can see your location with this feature? Well, the head of Instagram says you control it, and you can choose to share your location with, just yourself, close friends, mutual followers, or hand-picked users. And it sounds really great on the outside here, but here's the problem. When was the last time that you cleaned out your follower list? And be honest, most of us haven't really looked at that in years. I mean, I get people that are following me all the time, and I don't really, pay attention to who it is all the time. And even if it's someone that seems harmless, if they can see your location and know you're out of town or you're home alone, that could be kind of risky. And I just think that, letting random Instagram followers or someone you maybe followed 5 years ago know exactly where you live today, I think that's kind of creepy. So my recommendation is don't share your home location on social media, even by accident, if you can help it. So here's how to turn off Instagram Maps step by step. So, and if you email me or you text me at 833-32-RADIO, I will send this to you, no charge, no strings attached. But number one, you open the Instagram app. 2, you tap the messages, the paper airplane icon in the top right. You tap map at the top of your inbox. You tap the settings gear icon in the top right. And then under who can see your location, you select no one. And then you tap done at the bottom to save. And you can also verify if your location is being shared. A blue arrow says basically that equals you're actively sharing. A red dot says you are not sharing, and an orange triangle says you've completely disabled location permissions at the phone level. And here's some local insight, folks. You really want to think before you post. This is what I call a Sacramento smart move from your local realtor. If you're listing your home, you just bought a home, or even you're just sprucing it up, be mindful what you post in real time. Don't post front door photos with street numbers. Don't post a live video walkthrough unless your privacy settings are locked down. And don't say, hey, I'm off to Yosemite for the week, unless your home security cameras and privacy settings are on point. And remember, selling your home is about presentation, yes, but also about protection. And speaking of protecting your home, let's flip the script real quick. If you're looking for a new place to call home, whether it's West Sacramento or Whitney Ranch or Wild Hawk or anywhere else in Northern California, I want to hook you up with a tool that's safe, accurate, and updated every 15 minutes. And I'm talking about my home search tool. It's free to use for you and updated more often than Zillow and Redfin or any of the big box apps. And you get real-time updates and zero lag listings and no fluff. You get no pushy sales tactics, just accurate current listings filtered by your needs, and best of all, your privacy stays intact. Now, I know some of you guys are in your cars right now. Maybe you're going to Home Depot or the farmer's market, or maybe heading to your kid's soccer game, and you probably didn't have time to write down all of this stuff that I've been giving you, right? Well, no worries, I've got you covered. And if you want an easy to read email with all of the Instagram safety steps that we just went over in these last 2 segments, all you got to do is one thing. Call me or text me at 833-32-RADIO and just say, hey, Robert, send me the Instagram safety guide and make sure you give me your name and your email. I will shoot it straight to your inbox. Like I said, no strings attached. And while you're at it, let me get you connected to that free, accurate home search tool as well. So, California, let's recap here. Instagram just launched a new friend map feature. It can share your location, including your home address. You can and should turn it off. And for sharing with family, use trusted apps like Life 360. I love that app, Life 360. It allows us to monitor, well, not so monitor, but just keep tabs on the safety of our family members. And so we got everybody on that, and so we can just make sure that everybody's okay. And like I said, not too long ago, I got in a car accident, and while I was trying to figure out if I was okay and everybody else was okay, my son got a notification. Actually, my whole family got a notification, but my son, within it was like 30 or 45 seconds, he called me and said, hey, Dad, are you okay? And I was, and, thankfully everybody was okay. But, that is a great safety feature, but you don't want everybody knowing about it. You just want your family. And so the other thing I want to let you know is that when you're ready to buy or sell, you want to use tools that protect your privacy, not compromise it. And this is just one more way that I, Robert Lewis, your real estate professor, have your back, whether it's closing deals or closing privacy gaps. I'm Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. I am broadcasting from the Jeff Compton Guild Mortgage Studios in Sacramento. You can get a hold of Jeff at 916-765-2900 if you want to find out about rates, you want to talk about a refinance, you want to talk about a purchase. He's the man. He is one of the best people I know, and I work with him in tandem a lot. So until next time, keep your home safe, your social media smart, and keep your listings fresh. Call me at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can visit my website. It's robertlewisgroup.com. That's robertlewisgroup.com. And you can access the best listings in Northern California, updated every 15 minutes. Are you ready to move? Well, so am I. I'm Robert Lewis once again with eXp Realty. Call me at 833-32-RADIO and let's make it happen. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. To reach Robert, just call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or live chat with a member of our team anytime at radiorealtors.com. The Radio Realtors, where we make real estate real easy.
Faster than an approved loan application, stronger than rising interest rates, able to close mortgages in a single bound. Who is this financial superhero? It's Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Most people only think about home financing once or twice in their lives, but for Jeff, it's his passion, his profession, and his mission every single day. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a military family, or looking for a jumbo loan in a high-cost market, Jeff has the loan options to fit your life. With honesty, integrity, and unwavering dedication, Jeff fights for your best interests and won't stop until your loan is closed. Ready to make home ownership dreams a reality? Call Jeff Compton today at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage, the mortgage hero you want when you need him. NMLS ID number 298997. Hey, it's Robert Lewis with eXp Realty and the host of the Radio Realtors Real Estate Show. If you've been thinking about buying a home in the greater Sacramento area, here are 3 great reasons why now is a smart time to make your move. Number 1, rents keep climbing. Instead of throwing money away each month, start building equity in a home of your own. Number 2, inventory is improving, which means more options and less competition for savvy buyers like you. And number 3, many sellers are open to creative terms like helping with closing costs or rate buydowns, so you can get into a home with a payment that makes sense. The bottom line, this market has real opportunity for buyers, but timing is everything. Call me now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can check us out at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. I'm Robert Lewis with eXp Realty, DRE number 0140-6275. Let's get you home.